Well, welcome everybody to another Wednesday night of iRacing here at AAA Broadcasting. Tonight, as every Wednesday night, is Vigilante Racing League bringing their Xfinity Series to the Lady in Black Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. Can't wait to get started. This is an awesome track. It always produces some craziness. It's hard to get away from that wall. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and listen to our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight, it's going to be an awesome race. What are we running here? 110 laps? I believe that's what it is. But let's kick off tonight let's start talking about our race sponsors here. Keller Williams of Johnsoncity, Tennessee. That's Ricky Wittenberg. You can get a hold of him at 423-444-0454. Whether you live in Johnsoncity area or anywhere around the country, he can help you out, get that house bought or sell your home. So definitely give him a call. Real estate markets, it's not something you want to get into on your own, that's for sure. So give Ricky a call over there at Keller Williams, and help that man out that's supported this league so much over the years. And his other business here, D&D Race Graphics. Check him out over on Facebook and on Trading Paints as well. Ricky really knows how to paint a race car as well, so show him some love, definitely. And D&D Race Graphics, that's graphics spelled Grafix. And a little bit changed here as we bring up our broadcaster slide. That is not the lineup for tonight. Alan Brown is currently on a ship in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean. The Caribbean Sea, I guess we should say. And Adam Turner is up in the booth with me tonight. How you doing, Adam?
Well, there's air conditioning up here. I get treated better when I'm in the booth, unlike when I'm down there on pit road most of the time. I sure hope Brown is having a damn good time out there cruising around the Caribbean with, I guess, Greg Klein, one of the drivers here. Look, he even sent us a message. Good luck tonight, drivers and broadcasters. Seas are calm, unlike these fellas' cars. P.S. Greg says hi to. Well, hello to y'all out there in the sea. That's amazing they can watch from wherever they are. But let's get to business.
And also joining us tonight down on pit road, Alan Kewins joining us tonight, keeping the AAA broadcasting name legit. We actually found another Alan, but that's just kidding. He's helped us out before on these. We sure appreciate it. How you doing tonight, Alan?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to be here. This is going to be a tough racetrack for these fellas. It may look wide, but it's very narrow and it's very slick.
Well, it kind of comes down to, Uh, there's really only one usable racing line around here because of the odd shape of this track. And it's going to be, drivers are going to be scrambling trying to find that early. And, it's not an easy thing to deal with this track.
Well, we
Oh,
saw it on Sunday. The drivers like the high line and the real cars. We'll see what do you think they're gonna prefer here?
probably the high line, but it's going to be very difficult to pass, especially if that guy in front of you doesn't let you go. Because if you can both lose time if you're racing each other up front there.
Right, and you got to worry about your tires and stuff. I got rudely interrupted, English. I don't know if you've done this one before, but
Sorry.
I have a race rundown so we can tell everybody kind of how things go here.
Go ahead, sir.
I know it's your first time in the booth, running the show. You're still not the boss, Brown is, but we'll talk about that later. One fast repair, 70% fuel. You got 5 sets of tires, 25x incident points, and you're disqualified. Let's check the temperature out on the track too. I mean, that could make a difference. It's 89 on the track. What do you think? Is it a little too warm? Or would you like it cooler? I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. Sorry, English. I had to let you know.
Oh man, you're good. Wanted to talk too about our key to the race. Our key to the race is here comes the bump, but it's not the bump from behind you got to worry about. It's that bump on the track. There's a ton of bumps out on this track. It's an old surface, and also you're going to be bumping your right rear quarter panel off of that wall all night tonight. Look for that as drivers try to put power back down, coming out of turns 2 and turn 4. Trying to get back up to speed, and we're liable to see some rear ends break loose and some cars go around.
Ooh.
Oh, that's definitely going to happen here tonight with the racetrack surface the way it is, and the temperature is not too high, but it's still slick out there for these boys.
Well, let's go ahead and do our little race rundown here and tell everybody where their favorite driver is starting tonight. Starting on the pole tonight, Timothy Pope in that number 728 Toyota. And outside of him, Mike Adamson in the 51. Row number 2 is going to be Jess Vaught and Jonathan Osborne. Row number 3 is going to be Jeff Ottinger and Jason Ayerson in the 244. Row number 4 is going to be the 753 of Jeremiah Burke and the 221 of David Fite. Row 5 and rounding out your top 10 is the 29 of Dave Mayberry and the 3 of Austin Paul.
Right behind him in the 72, Chandler Paul starting 11th. 222, Tony Poke Salad Tony as we like to call him, will be 12th. 01 of Kelly Keel starting 13th. The number 2 America's driver, Howard Anderson, will be starting 14th. We got some special announcements from him a little bit later. 210, Andrew Cawthon, 15th. 205, Jim Ott will be in 16th position to start this thing. 55 of Ricky Wittenberg will be 17th. Looks like the 57 of Russ Endicott will be the final driver out here tonight in 18th position.
These guys get ready to start their pace lap here.
Well, since we hadn't started, let me just say
go
one
ahead.
thing. And I'm going to mention it again because it's pretty much an awesome milestone. But Albert and Beverly Anderson, they celebrated their 53rd wedding anniversary earlier in the week. So let's say a big shout out and congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
I mean, that's
That's amazing.
a long time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you do that.
That's also not something that's as common as it used to be, unfortunately.
No, I mean, I've probably got, I got a couple under my belt. It didn't last that long. So that's a good job. Awesome. Congratulations, Albert and Beverly Anderson. 53 years. That's awesome.
Well, something else tonight that you may notice out on the track, it is throwback night tonight, this being Darlington and all, so you'll definitely want to see some of these drivers. You might recognize some of these old paint schemes. We'll talk a little bit about that as the race gets underway, but yeah, checking out the number, the leader out here, 728 of Timothy Pope. That looks like Jeff Burton paint from back in the day, the old Exide batteries paint scheme.
Yep, the old 99 Jack Roush machine.
Yeah, y'all are better with those than I am. I had to look some of them up. 72 Chandler Paul looks like the Benny Parsons, I think, from the 70s.
Yep,
They're
yep.
already
72.
starting this thing. Here we go.
All right, here we go, folks. Down here, take the flag for the first time.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. Wednesday night racing, throwback night for Vigilante Racing League, and we are underway as we're going to stay too wide here, at least for this first set of turns. A lot of guys really scrambling to try to get it single file early. As we did discuss, there's only really one good line around here to race, and these guys are finding it quick.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see who are going to be the comers and goer, who's starting in the back, who's going to be making their way to the front, and who starts in the front and burns their stuff up early and starts falling back.
Yeah, that's going to be a key. If you burn your stuff up, you get too excited. I think you got to be a little bit conservative early. We got 110 laps here, so it looks like they're taking that route right now. Really kind of filed out. Everybody's like on the high line, looks like, throughout the field.
You can really see the banking here as we ride along with Jeff Ottinger in the 76 machine here for a lap or two. There is a lot of banking in here, but, you know, those tight turns, that tight set of turns is really going to throw these guys for a loop, and it kind of gives you the illusion of extra grip, I guess. These guys are going to do their best out there.
They did something with the track here where they repaved part of it or something. I think that's where your bumps are coming in. So, see if that affects them. The longer they stay out here on these sets of tires, the more you're going to see them kind of sliding around and getting that, what's that Darlington stripe?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we had a pass for the lead here with the 51 going to the front.
Mike Adamson making that pass.
Ooh.
Now, let's go see how that went down.
Oh, you know how to do the replays and everything?
Just barely.
Look at you.
Well, it didn't look like it caught it.
Well, you know, better luck next time. Look at Jess Watt out there in the Chattanooga Chew. Who was that? Was that David Pearson?
I believe so.
We got Win Dixie on the car.
You
Man,
got
that's
me
a
on
cool.
that one.
I love that the colors on that car. It reminds me of like, remember Braniff
Oh, the airline?
airline? Yeah, wasn't it brown
With the
like
brown, yeah. Brown and orange or
Pretty cool.
something. Very 70s.
that? I love those colors. It reminds me of my
Good
childhood.
chew, sure enough.
But it looks like Jess is making a little run right here on Pope as well. Pope is probably being real conservative early, I would guess.
Well, I mean, you really got to take care of your tires here, for sure. How many sets of tires do these guys have tonight?
Five sets, so 4 after the one they already got on there. So I don't know what is English. I mean, Kewins, you race more than us now. Have you done much racing here at Darlington?
I tend to avoid this place like the plague. It's one of my least favorite tracks.
Nice.
But if they get some cautions and if they run 20, 25 laps, everybody's coming down for tires if they got them.
So about 20, 25 laps, they start really hurting.
Yeah. From my research, you could maybe go 50, give or take, on a tank of fuel, but you're not going to want to do 50 laps on a set of tires.
That's where we're going to see these guys, their little teams come into play with their strategies and stuff like that. So
Looking
that
through
should
the
be
field
interesting.
already, I'm already seeing some Darlington stripes on some cars. The 81 of Jonathan Osborne has a little right front damage. The 55 of Ricky Wittenberg has some right front damage already. Same with Albert Anderson in the number 2.
Yeah, 29 looks like he's got a little bit of it himself. Dave the Mouth Mayberry. Yeah, it don't take much to get up there and kiss that wall.
I love that old Purolator Wood Brothers paint scheme on the 29 too. I love that's one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. Love that old school Wood Brothers look.
There's a lot of very unique paint schemes out here tonight. A lot of them are way before my time, and I've never seen them before.
Yeah, they went way back here on this one.
Wood Brothers Chevrolet. Whoa.
That's a little taboo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's against the rules?
Wood Brothers Ford.
That's what I thought.
I've
I
been
was
forward
just
forever.
confused.
Yeah, we just
Pope just kissed the wall a little bit. Got him a little stripe. But not much. I mean, you just barely touch the wall here. Sparks fly, and it's not going to hurt you any.
The 51s, he's got a 1 second lead right now on the field. Do you think he's burning them up right now?
Mike's one of those guys. Okay, he's going to push the envelope a little bit. Adamson and Pope, the rest of their team, they've pretty much got the team points locked down. I think Mike's just out there just running as hard as he can just to try to make something else happen. Maybe hoping for a caution here. I think he's just running all out just because he can right now. Didn't really have to worry about anything.
A lot of open space in front of him. That's a good feeling as a driver.
Andrew
You got open space in front and behind.
Andrew Cawthon in the 210. I did see what happened there, if he got a late start or what, but he is already one lap down. This might be one of those guys that just doesn't run here a lot. He avoided like the plague like Kewins does.
Well, what is Russ Endicott just sitting in the pits or starting to park it or?
Yeah,
Oh, it
he's
looks like
sitting
he
there.
already has the damage already.
Oh, he does. Yeah, the right
Well,
side
That
of
must
that
have
car is
happened
tore
early.
up.
It's tough. What do you call this thing? The Lady in Black? I like that. I forgot
I've
they
heard
called
it called
this.
that.
Yeah, I think I have
The
too.
Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame.
Hey, there you go. There's another one.
Yeah, they actually have that on the grandstand somewhere. It's painted on the grandstand. Track too tough to tame. And it is. It's pretty dang tough. I wouldn't want to be out here driving this thing, especially these cars, man. Their Xfinity cars are very, very difficult to drive.
Well, don't look
They're a
now.
handful.
Don't look now, but Mike's lead is slowly dropping. Timothy Pope is now making some tracks on him. He's making a couple of tenths a lap here, it looks like.
Yep, lap 15, them tires are already starting to show a little bit of wear on the 51.
Yeah, saving tire. Pope is just so good here at almost any track. So I'm sure he has a plan. He probably laid back a little bit, let Adamson burn him up, and now he's going to make his move.
Right along with Pope here for a lap or two. Let's see if he can't get to the back bumper of Mike Adamson in the 51. What's going on out there in YouTube land? We got some viewers out there.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sorry. That's your job normally. Let's see what we got here.
I don't have enough
All right.
screens today.
Lofi Evans, or 11, says, "What's up, sponsors? I'm working nights, so no 13 tonight. No bad luck 13." Well, that's terrible because I'd love to see the AAA on a throwback paint. That'd be kind of cool. So he said he'd stir up some drama if he was here anyway. So, and Albert Anderson, the third, says, "Let's go, Albert." Let's see what else we got. Kathy A says, "Let's go, Albert." Edith Anderson says, "Let's go, Albert." Everybody's here for Albert. America's driver. He's got such a big fan base. Greg Dobson, go Limitless. Wish he could be there, but he's working tonight.
Well, as he was talking about Albert there, he hit the wall and got a little loose off of one of the corner off of turn 2.
What?
Yep.
Curse of the broadcaster.
Doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage.
No, it doesn't.
Might be all right for now.
Well, it's a long race. What are we in? 18 laps into this thing, 110 laps. He's going to be fine. This is one of those, I say it all the time. It feels dumb saying it so much, but it's a marathon here for sure. Really got to get in your rhythm, I think, would be the best way to put it. Try to get in your rhythm and stay in it.
watching Pope work this wheel, man. He's one of those guys out there. Look at the small corrections that he makes. It's
Chandler
see a
Paul
master at work here.
Chandler Paul just passed Austin Paul. Those throwbacks. Tony Polk's back there, going to pass as well. Number 3 had a little issue, hit the wall.
These guys like to mix it up in the middle of the field and in the back of the field. The action's not always up in the front, so if you guys see some cool stuff, some good battles, definitely let me know. We'll try to get every bit of it we can.
Even people watching, we can't. Oh, with
But
action.
yeah.
3.
Adam Coffin in the 210 got into.
Number 3 of Paul Cawthon. Yeah, that was
If
interesting.
we can see that here.
Yeah, try your replay thing. You know if you can work that thing or not. Cawthon, but pushed up, and it looked like Paul was already riding the wall.
Yeah, I think he just kind of didn't. The 3 was checking up in front of him, and the 210 just didn't slow down enough and got into the back of him. No harm, no foul. They both continue on.
Yeah, and Ricky Wittenberg got through all that mess, up 3 spots, so good for Ricky in that. Who's his paint scheme? I got to look back at that one. That one's pretty cool. Oh, it's Dick Trickle?
Yeah, Ricky Wittenberg, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome paint. I think they're having trouble, like in 4, is really pushing high up the track in 4, maybe even 2.
Well, we're right at that time where them tires are really starting to wear.
Yeah, they got to be hurting out there.
Oh, continuing.
Especially if you didn't put a bunch of practice in.
Oh, continuing to reel in the leader, Adamson, as they're coming up on some lap traffic. That lap car, that's going to be Andrew Cawthon, the 210, right there in front of Adamson. Let's see if he goes high up here to let him around, or maybe the apron. That's not Cawthon. That's the tube machine of Albert Anderson.
That's America's driver and
That's his
Tim
teammate.
Richmond throwback. Wow.
Teammate
Tim
definitely letting him
Richmond
go by.
From Ashland, Ohio, same hometown as my wife.
Oh, yeah? That guy
Yep.
was crazy, wasn't he? Isn't he kind of the reason they made that movie?
He's got a good story to him, I guess.
He's part of the reason that, like, his persona was, I think, part of the
Days of
Talladega
Thunder movie.
Night. Talladega Nights?
Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
Oh, that was...
didn't they call him Hollywood or something? He had
Yeah,
some
he
Yeah.
nickname.
Yeah, he was wild, man.
Oh, 3 hard into the wall.
Ooh.
There's Pope makes it around him. Austin Paul.
Well, those tires got to be hurting right there. He hit it again.
Yep.
Scraping all the way down the backstretch here.
I think he has the best Darlington stripe so far. It's tough track. Too tough to tame. Albert Anderson, the 3rd, says, thanks for the shout out, son. Well, let's say it again. Congratulations to you and Beverly Anderson. 53rd wedding anniversary this week. That's amazing. You don't hear stories like that much anymore, right? Hell, I can't stay together with yeah, that's a whole nother story, but 53 years, that's awesome.
Albert having a little bit of trouble there maintaining his line. He bounced off the wall again.
That paint is so cool, though. The Folgers go back. Real cool. Yeah, Tim Richmond was nuts, man. I mean, basically, he was like a rock star in a race car driver's body.
He earned his nickname, Hollywood.
Yeah, he did. He was living it, man.
Well, the batter for the lead is now down to 0.2 of a second as Pope's right on the back door of Adamson.
Yeah, and the more lap traffic ahead, so.
Well, this place is tough to pass, so it's not going to be easy for him to get around him here.
Oh, and Pope is very methodical. He is.
He'll
That's a
lie in wait.
fact.
Yeah, he will just lie and wait, and he knows the capabilities of what he's got going on in his car, and he's really one of the best guys out here when it comes to that. And same with Jess Fott. I don't know what he's doing. He's laying back a little bit too.
Yeah, he's a couple seconds behind these guys.
I've been watching him, and he hasn't been really gaining no time on them. Actually, he's lost about a second since the last time I've looked. But these leaders, they're catching 3 or 4 more lap cars.
Slow them down a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Then they're
Pope
gonna-
can use one of them as a pick to get around Adamson here.
Yeah, it's still early. They're going to have to get into the pits here at some point, so we'll see how that plays out. What were we going to say, English?
We'll stay with this action up in the front. As there's one of the lap cars hits the deck down there and
That's a
stays
move I
on
would
the
do
apron.
right there.
Yep, same here, man. I don't want to hold these guys up.
Get out of the way.
Oops, right there, still digging. Right there
Jesus.
within 2/10. Well,
Ooh,
a quarter
some
second.
action up in front of him. A little bit of movement with a couple guys. Looked like the 72 got into
He's
it a
just gonna
little
let
bit.
him go.
Benny Parsons Throwback Machines 72 of Chandler Paul. Doing the gentlemanly thing and down on the apron. Let these leaders by.
Earl Evans says, "Go poke salad, Tony." So that's his driver for the night.
He just got passed by the leader. 222 in
Oh.
that Chevrolet.
Perfect timing.
Ooh,
That was
Timothy
close, wasn't
Pope got a little loose underneath that lap car.
it? I did. I think I might have caught some air. He was so close to him there. Yeah, it worked out. Wonder what Brown's doing right now. You think he's got like a margarita in one hand
He's-
and a pina colada in the other?
I bet he's at the
Watching
captain's
sunset
table.
over the ocean.
Yeah.
He's not having a fancy formal dinner at the captain's table, is he?
I would love to see that. That
Wouldn't that be
6'7". What is he, like 7 foot tall? 100 pounds. He got the big tuxedo on, and they're in there playing the cello, and he's eating lobster with his hands. I'd love to see that.
He's got
Brown,
one of them,
send us a picture.
he's got one of those plastic bibs that's got the picture of the lobster on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I just thought that was funny in my head thinking
Pretty
about
good. I have flashbacks of Seinfeld, when they went up to the Hamptons.
that. Yes. Oh god, the whole Seinfeld thing.
Kramer stealing somebody's.
Lobster trap.
Pope's not going to
What an
push the
interesting-
issue here. He's going to stay right with Adamson, but he's not going to put an enormous amount of pressure on him. These guys are probably going to start thinking about pit stops here for too long, huh, Alan?
Yeah, I would think so. I've been watching a lot of these guys, and some of them are really struggling now.
Are they struggling more in the back? Because I'm kind of watching what's going on up front.
Yeah, mid pack and back, these boys they got their hands full. I'm watching David fight right now, trying to make it around the lap car, and he is having a whale of a time with it.
Now that's Chandler or Austin Paul in the 3 that he's trying to get around. He couldn't quite get clear there until he got onto the backstretch, and now he's clear.
Well, Pope and Adamson, the class of the field so far, and Pope is just waiting with him. I don't know if he's saving any fuel being that close to him, but not much drafting capabilities here, but he sure is letting him know he's there.
Do we have a competition caution tonight, fellas?
No, sir. They're going to run this
No.
thing as
Ooh.
many green flag laps as they can get, and they're only going to throw a caution if there's more than 2 cars involved.
And they were doing that, I think they did for a while. I kind of like it at a track like this, but it's hit or miss when you use these different rules. I think they got a pretty good formula here where just kind of let them run, see what shakes out. Oh, Earl Evans giving us the inside information. They should be going in very soon, so we'll see how correct he is. He should be correct. He's sponsored by AAA.
Now, no fake news here.
No, I don't do fake news. I only give facts here. I mean, we may get into a Florida man at some point. I don't know. Depends on how this race goes. So far, looking good.
Well, what?
The race for 8th is heating up here between Jim Ott and David Fight. Jim Ott's slowly catching him here. Started 16th up to 8th.
Yeah, he's good too. Don't sleep on him. He might have started in the back just to have fun. Ooh, some issues there. Ricky Wittenberg getting out of the way of the leaders. They're just moving up on this lap traffic quickly.
Yeah, including Dave the Mouth Mayberry in that 29 Wood Brothers throwback paint scheme. See where he goes as the leaders quickly approach his back bumper.
The Wood Brothers Chevrolet?
Yeah. Brothers Chevrolet. Like Bizarro universe here.
They'd probably get sued for something like that, but we won't tell anybody. Nobody's gonna let anybody know.
Here they
It is
go.
just for fun out here.
Gotta get inside of him here. And
Ooh.
wow.
He's definitely
Dave's-
not giving it to him.
No, Dave's
No.
making him fight for it here.
And he
No,
does.
he doesn't want to go a lap down, you know?
That's true.
He does make them fight all the time. Dave will have like a great race, and then he'll have a terrible race and a mediocre race, and then he'll have a great race. He's just kind of one of those guys that I think he likes certain tracks.
He's out there having a blast, though. If you ever talk to that guy, he's one of the most jovial cats out there on the racetrack. He's always out there having fun. It looks like we got a couple guys coming down the pit lane.
Got
here.
our first taker and Kelly Keel coming down pit road.
Yep, Hot Rod too. Dave May, well, the mouth now. Dave Mayberry's down there with him. It's always good to pit with a partner.
What is the pit speed limit here? Is it 45?
Ooh, it's 45 miles
Yes,
an hour.
yes, sir. 45 miles an hour.
They have to get that thing down. Pitting under green's not something that's really easy to do, especially at one of these kind of tracks.
Here comes Austin, Paul. No, it's not. You're going to about 130 to 140 in that turn 4, so you got to come loose out of that, slow down, and
Another car down pit road.
Ricky Wittenberg
Ricky Whitmer.
coming.
So
These guys
how?
up front, I ain't quitting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long do these guys stay out in front here? Now that you got some middle of the pack guys, look like Jeff
looks-
Ottinger coming in.
I think it just answered your question. Adamson is coming down. Pope snagged the wall, got him a Darlington stripe. He's going to make another lap around.
Now Jess Vought's gonna stay out there with Pope, probably gonna do what he does.
Yes,
That's
Vaught
good.
really ran these guys down. He's only a quarter second behind him now. He was 3 seconds back at one point.
Jonathan Osborne in the pits as well. Yeah, he's one of those guys that he'll just come out of nowhere on you. He's very consistent. Become one of the most consistent drivers in the field.
Pope's staying out there. So the general rule is if you're running 2 seconds faster than your best laps, that means his tires are dying. And they definitely are that way for Jess and Pope as well.
I think
Same
Pope
with Jason
is
Ayrton too.
he may be hurting himself right now with staying out on these older tires, and the 51 he's making up he'll be making up 2 seconds a lap on him right now. So Timothy Pope's going to have to come down pit road soon, or he's going to lose too much time.
There's Jess Vaught making his way down into the pits with Jason Ayrton in the 244. Now up in third spot. They're both coming down. Yeah, I think I'm with you there. I don't know how much longer I'd stay out there if I'm Tim Pope, but
Well, I mean, the point I guess is because you pretty much get lapped here.
Here
During
he
this.
comes.
Yeah, so maybe he's just trying to put a little bit more time in front of him
well,
when it comes out.
I've kind of learned not to second guess stuff that Pope does most of the
No.
time because the cat's won so many races.
What did he do last week? Didn't he win? And he just said he didn't even run that track. He never practiced, or he was in the top. He was. In
I
the
don't remember
podium.
what I ate for breakfast.
I know, I don't either, but I know he was a podium because we talked to him, and he only ran like a few laps in practice and still podiumed the thing. That's how good he is.
Jeremiah Burke, one of those very talented drivers as well, currently in the second spot. Trying to get around the 750, or trying to get hold off the 76 of Jeff Ottinger.
Well,
Ottinger with
Russ-
newer tires.
Russ Endicott is 30 laps down. He's still out there. Look at him. Must not have hit the fast repair button or something. But he is out there running laps, and that's kind of fun to see. Just
Yeah,
fighting the track.
Oh. Having Albert Anderson back here. Back and see if we can see it. I've been told on the feed deal that he may have crashed. I think that's the case. Oh, he missed. It looks like he missed pit road. Had to back up. Missed the pit entrance.
Look at you with your fancy buttons. You're not as good as Brown. You can't hit it
Oh,
like the space
absolutely
shuttle or
not.
nothing. But you got something going on.
I
there.
never
Yeah,
claimed to be.
Boy, he just barely missed that entrance there. He backed up quite a bit.
Well, with everybody cycled through, but the leader, the 51 has regained the lead over Jess Fott and Timothy Pope. Timothy was right on the 51's bumper now, and he's 4 seconds back by staying out them extra few laps.
And Jeremiah Burke on a little bit different pit strategy. Last pitted lap 22. Being shown on my scoring sheet. Tell me if you guys are seeing something different. He's being scored the leader right now. Chandler Ball into the wall.
Ooh, no, he is being scored the leader on both platforms, both the iRacing and our Apex.
That was just a difference in tire right there.
I think you're right.
The 72 had so much more speed than the leader right now.
Yeah, and the leader is on tires that he got on lap 22, and they're on Adams. There they go, right past.
Yep, there he goes.
Brand new tires are going to kill 20 lap old tires. So the track is starting to get dark. Looks like some cloud cover. Let's see if it's going to cool the thing off, get a little stickier out there.
Mike
Well, we got
Adams. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we don't have too much going on the YouTubes, but if y'all got something to say, let us know. We need to hear from y'all. Y'all are out there watching. Tell us what we're missing. Tell us what we're doing wrong, or tell us how great we are. Hit the buttons, hit the like button, and all the other whatever buttons. What are they called? Notifications?
The subscribe, the like, the thumbs up thing, and the bell thing. What does the bell thing do? Does it
I don't know.
send people a notification when we get a new video?
Yes. When your video goes live, people will get a notification on their cellular device, and
Excellent.
they're tune in and watch.
Well, here's a good one. Albert Anderson, his pops, his dad, another Albert Anderson, a long line of Andersons. He says, I think this marriage thing might actually work. Best move I ever made. I guess so. 53 years of it, heck yeah.
If me and my wife can make it 53 years, that is a success.
And you can tell when, just by talking to Albert, the driver, America's driver, has got just great family behind him. He's just awesome guy, and family goes a long way, man. Having two parents together that long means something. That's really cool.
Jeremiah Burke is in. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Russ Endicott's still out there making it happen, riding around all the bottom of the track. He knows that he has to still be out here turning laps if he wants a chance to be the random draw driver of the night. You guys are going to have to help me with that because I don't have the little random number generator thing that Brown
We did this. I did it last time.
Oh, did you?
Then,
okay, cool.
And there was controversy because it wasn't on video.
Oh, was there?
You know,
Uh-oh.
I get yelled at all the
I
time.
don't. I don't know how to put it on video, so they're
But
just gonna
I
have
can-
to trust you.
I can do it for you. No problem. You got to remind me.
Mike
Looks like
Adamson
two.
continues to lead, dealing with this lap traffic. Now he's right behind the three of Austin Paul once again.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. It's so spread out, it's kind of hard to catch everything. So David fights in ninth. Beat up car, but he's still literally fighting out there against the 210 Andrew Cawthon. Real tight together. It looks like they're having some issues. But
Oh, yeah, they're getting a little physical. Love
that's
it.
fine. Let's see some fights.
Well, we're coming up on halfway. we know we're gonna have to make one more pit stop.
Yeah, at least yeah, about one, but I think we may even have to have two more. But I'm no mathematician or genius at iRacing. I just watch it and talk. Really missing Strom. Where's Strom out there? He usually brings me cold beer onto the pits. He should be bringing you some, Kewins.
I'll take them.
Yeah. Wish he
I
would.
haven't seen him again tonight. I don't know how long that state fair lasts up there.
Well, they got shut down up there because it got too rowdy. There was like a
did they?
shooting and lawlessness, kind of Minnesota stuff
Man.
went on up there. So they shut it down at least one night. Hopefully Strom wasn't involved.
He's
Hopefully he
another
was-
one of them big old boys. I don't think I'd mess with those.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. 244 of Jason Harrison, fourth place, passing the 210. I think that's just not even for position.
Not for position.
But it
I don't
looked
see a
cool.
whole lot of races for
Yeah.
position right now,
It's-
fellas.
It still looked cool, though. I mean, he was
Yeah, I
really
was
kinda
watching it.
coming up on him. Cool paint scheme. What is that, Davey Allison? The 244
Yeah, I think
Havoline
so.
machine?
Yeah. Another Michigan native. We got a lot of guys from Michigan in this league.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's several.
Ted Nugent's from Michigan. That's and Kid Rock. Who else? Some of those.
Eminem.
Motown.
Eminem's from
Eminem.
Detroit, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love it. I love me some Eminem. Yeah, who
Like
else?
the
I'm
peanut
sure
ones.
there's.
I am from the great state of Ohio, so me and
Oh, that-
Michigan, we have a little rivalry going.
Oh, that's your fighting state.
Yep.
I see. So
That's
you're not
right.
a fan of Michigan per se. It's a friendly rivalry, right?
Yes. Their college football teams do not get along.
I've noticed that. Well, what about hunting? I heard hunting in Michigan was better than Ohio's.
That's not true.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not true.
Fighting words there.
I knew it. I knew I'd get him right there. I baited you. Sorry. I
Yeah,
could
that's
never
okay.
hear that, but I knew you'd defend your great hunting state of Ohio. But I got some monster bucks up there. Were you-
That is
Turkeys.
the truth. Yes, lots of turkeys.
Gotta have a little fun
Um,
tonight.
Yeah, the 33 looks like he's slowly catching the leader here.
Good spot. He's definitely got a game plan. I don't think we've seen a race where he didn't have a game plan that almost, if it didn't work out, it dang near almost worked out almost every time for Just Spot in that 33.
Yeah, he's less than 7/10 off the back of Mike Adamson now. Well, it's kind of fluctuating up and down as these guys go through the turns here. You can see him back there. Adamson definitely going to be checking his rear view mirror here.
Well,
Just a lap
something
or
we
two.
hadn't talked about is Jonathan Osborne. He's in fifth place in that throwback. Who is that throwback?
Kenny
I don't have
Wallace?
I think he said
Yes.
it was a Kenny Wallace.
The
Yeah,
Square
Kenny
D
Wallace.
Kenny Wallace. Yeah, that's a cool paint. He's got a little Darlington stripe, but he's in fifth place. Look at this. Okay. Earl Evans says they requested some Florida man. So
Oh, has he?
I'm gonna
Isn't
I'm
he
gonna have
a
to do
Florida
little
man?
research.
He is the Florida man, isn't he?
Well, he could
Oh,
just
we got
tell
a
us
little
the first
contact between the 753 and the 2 there.
one. Oh, he sure did.
Teammates,
Robert went
too.
down. Yeah, a little too close for comfort.
The
I'll
753's on the freshest tires of anybody right now.
well, I'm gonna do some Florida man research real quick, Yahtzee, and I will. I'll come up with something. We got middle of the race. We might as well throw a couple things out there. I'll be back after I do my research.
Kelly Keel, Wisconsin native, out there still running. Back in the 9th position, up 4 spots overall. Kelly out there really sticking with it. He's making up a few spots out there. The biggest mover of the race so far, that 205 machine of Jim Ott, one of our
10 spots, yeah.
one of our Michigan natives out there.
And he might have one of the cleanest looking cars out of anybody
That ain't
besides
no lie.
our 2 leaders.
I don't think there's a scratch on this thing.
No. And that's how you get a good finish here is don't beat yourself and race the racetrack. But the race for the lead is heating up a little bit too.
Yeah, that
Under half a
lead
second now.
down to 0.3 of a second. Take a look at off the back gearbox here of Mike Adamson. Jess Vaught just sneaking up on him here. What Adamson's seeing in his rearview mirror. Let's see what Vaught's seeing off of his got his little roof cam here.
Looks like Vought might have got a little tight off that corner and had to check up. Oh, now the
Oh.
51 sliding up.
Adamson a little bit high right there.
Yeah.
This is going to be the battle to watch here, it looks like.
Well, they pitted on lap 40, and we still got about 13 laps to lap 80, and they would pit again. Oh,
Ooh. I heard a
just
little-
spot underneath the 51.
Here we go. Here's that pass for the lead that we were looking at, but he cannot complete it. He
51
cannot get
is not
clear.
giving it up.
What a battle this is turning out to be. Vaught tries it again as Adamson did get a little bit high up the racetrack, maybe into some of those marbles up by the wall. Where Jess can make his move here. Like he's going to try. No, not going to make it there. Swing and a miss.
It might take another lap or two. Did we ever see Timothy Pope make it around him the last run? I don't think we did. Did we?
No, he never did. He never
No,
made
he's
that
stuck right
pass.
behind him.
But
All these
Jess
guys,
doesn't-
competitors,
wanna-
though. Yeah.
Yeah, Jess doesn't like to be in second. He's one of those guys, you're first or you're last.
Well, he's really working at it right now.
Adamson definitely does not want to give him a favorable line. He tries it again going into 3 and 4.
Oh, looks like the 51's coming down pit road.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, that answers some questions that
That's
that's a little bit earlier than I would have expected, I think.
Yes, about 10 laps earlier than they ran the last set of tires out.
So a little bit different strategy there. I wonder about that.
Well,
That-
everybody's going to have some kind of different strategy here. Looks like Jess is really having a good run right now. I don't know.
Oh,
kinda
he
see how
missed.
it
He had
plays
to.
out.
The 51 had to back up in his pit box. He overshot it.
Oh,
Oh, that's never
no.
good.
Under
You know
green,
what?
that's going to kill him.
We hadn't. I mean, we mentioned before. Look at 205. Jim Ott. He's up 11 spots. He's working his way to the front.
Now, you're still your biggest mover of the race.
His car's not as clean as it is the last time we looked. He's got that Darlington stripe now.
Well, you earned it. You got to have that to win here. You got to have a stripe. Apparently, track's getting cool. The racing's getting hot.
I like it. So talking about our season so far, it's been a great one here, Vigilante Racing.
Your leader on pit road.
Yep, jet spot coming down.
There you go. That's he's kind of watching. Now I'm curious to see what Tim Pope's going to do, because Tim is probably, I don't know, what do you do if you're him? I mean,
He never really made up that ground. He
He
lost
never really
after
did.
pit stops.
so do you think he'll make the same mistake again, or do you think he took good enough care of his tires? Maybe he can do something here. Put some track position on these guys.
I think you got to come down pit road.
Yeah, whatever he did last time didn't really work. So, man, I don't know. And he's got a team, so they'll try to hash it out and figure out what's best for him. As Jeff Spott's exiting onto the track now, exiting pit road.
Be an interesting race between this 51 and 33. Looked like Jess might squeeze out in front of him. No.
Ooh.
Getting crowded out there.
Well, he came out there right at the wrong time.
Well, that could be your race for the lead after pit stop cycle through.
Man, that was actually pretty impressive exit right into fun right there for Jess Spott in the 33.
That's not what you want to see when you're coming out of the pits.
No, he kind of got tangled up and slowed down a bit. It's like it's starting to work itself out, though.
Yamot's down on pit road. Kelly Keel's on his way out of pit road.
I can't get over this paint job, Scott. This is my favorite paint job right here, the Chattanooga Chew. I had forgot about this thing. Look at that colors on it.
I'm still blown away that compared it to Braniff Airlines, because that's a legit comparison, you know.
There was a thing, right?
Yeah.
I was alive then. A lot of people, you have to Google it. Hey, Earl Evans, Google Braniff, and it'll look just like Jess Spott's paint scheme, by the way. Ooh, Adamson just hit the wall hard, Darlington stripe. Right at, I think 4 is just a monster corner. They kind of slide up right there, don't they, Hewins?
Yes, they do. I think now the 33 is the only car left without a Darlington stripe.
Well, we need to get him one, don't we? Somebody put him in the wall, get him a stripe. Ooh, who blew up their engine there? Looks like we got somebody with a blown engine. Who is that? Endicott. Yeah, he's done.
He did have some damage out there.
He's spraying for mosquitoes out there. Ayerson's in, Endicott's in, Osborne's in.
Oh, yeah. He gave up the ghost right there on the backstretch.
Timothy Pope last pitted on lap 45.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be coming sooner rather than later, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the 33 and the 51, they are racing.
yeah, that's what I just saw the front end of the 33 on the 51's bumper. Real close racing right there. And Adamson's paint is no joke either. That's the old Dale Earnhardt. That's that gold machine, I think, the Goodrich.
Did he run a gold car like that?
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he
I
really?
think he ran not much. I think maybe once or twice. But I do remember seeing that. Of course, I'm old. I could get confused. I still remember Braniff Airlines, though, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Not many of y'all could say you know what that is.
Jason
Right.
Harrison just made it around Jeff Ottinger for position number 5. And then
We
he
got
passed
Tony-
David Feitz. So Jason Harrison on the move.
We got Tony Polk on pit road right now.
Jess Vaught
Looks like
continues to try to get around
Oh.
Adamson here. What you
Looks
got?
like the number 2, Albert Anderson, Darlington stripe, and then went straight down the track. But
Saved it.
luckily, he did save it. That was crazy. Nobody hit him. I think Mayberry was behind him, it looks like, and kind of stayed out of the way. Jim Ott still working his way through traffic.
You race for second, though. They haven't left each other alone.
He's still hanging right there. 2 seconds off, or 0.2 of a second off the back bumper of Adamson.
Poke salad, Tony Earl said. So listen, I got a quick Florida man. I saw it. It was a pretty famous one that happened recently. Florida man, highway driver, ties giant dead alligator to the back of the SUV. You seen that one? This thing's like a 12-foot alligator. He's just got it like roped to the back of like a Suburban. Oh,
Oh,
some
the
action.
728 in the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pope had a little bit of trouble there as second and third place, passed him on by without incident.
Sure did. He smoked that wall pretty good, too.
That was to get back on the lead lap, second and third there.
Oh, okay.
He was-
Thanks, sir.
Driving with his rear view there.
Alan, I want to say thanks once again for helping us out tonight. We sure do appreciate you stepping up and helping us out. It's not easy to do kind of spur of the moment stuff, but I guess you've been in contact with Adam for a couple of days. But I want to say thanks once again because it's a 3-man operation makes it so much easier. You have no idea how much easier it makes it on us when we got another guy up here with us.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys having me up here. It's always fun to do this with you fellas and watch some good racing.
Yeah, and then we just team up on English. That's how we do it. Make fun of him the whole time.
It's not
It
hard
makes
to
it
do.
even more fun. Well,
Not really
no,
a challenge, you know.
No. Yeah. Florida man's out there,
Here
though.
comes your leader down pit road now.
I'll be 85 laps in.
Guys are going to 110 at least. I think we get one shot at a green-white checker should it be needed.
We
did
just
caution
got around
free.
the 51. We didn't see that. The move up in the second place. So he should regain the lead here now that the leader, Timothy Pope, has pitted.
Go back and
Ooh,
see
and
if
how
we can
fa-
see that.
Is Mike Adamson, how is he gaining on Jess Vaught? That's going to be the next question. It looks like he's making a move a little bit behind him. We'll see. Man, that's pretty good racing here at Darlington. The lady in black. Man, I love that. That's so cool. Deputy shoots extremely aggressive Florida man in the buttocks. I mean, isn't that like a Tuesday in Florida?
There's no context at all with that.
Well, that's just,
What are we supposed to think about that?
I don't know. It sounded like a Florida man needed to be tamed, I guess. He had to shoot him in the butt.
He should have been so aggressive.
Yeah. He probably got on some of those Florida things they do down there, illicit things. Who's coming down to the pits there? Looks like Jeremiah Burt.
Got Burt coming on down for possibly his final stop. Well, it has to be their final stop. They've only got 22 laps to go. This is it. This is the money stop. Can't miss your pit box on this one. I can't believe we run this many green flag laps here at Darlington.
That's not easy to do.
These guys have done a heck of a job. They must have put a lot of practice in and really, I understand that the car count tonight isn't as high as it was earlier in the season, but I mean, still 18 cars out there running.
That's enough where you'd think you'd see a fight.
Yeah, or at least a little bit of contact. We haven't seen any contact hardly at all tonight.
Yes, this track is easy to make a mistake and get caught up in somebody else's accident. And we haven't seen that tonight. Everybody's, kept her pretty clean.
Yeah, Adamson was making a little headway. Then he got another Darlington stripe there. Slowed him down a touch. We'll see how far it slows him down. Arrow's no big deal here.
And after pit stops, Timothy Pope is 16 and a half seconds back now.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to have enough time to run these leaders down.
But are they going to have to stop as well? They may have to stop. No? They're going to be able to ride it out? Okay.
I think so.
Ooh.
Well, let's thank once again our sponsors tonight, D&D Race Graphics, on Facebook and over on Trading Paints. If you need a car painted for iRacing, definitely get with Ricky and he'll work with you on a design. The guy's very talented. He's very creative. So he can even come up with something if you don't have any, ideas for yourself. He's a very creative dude. And Keller Williams of Johnsoncity, Tennessee. That's also Ricky Wittenberg. Call him at 423-444-0454. Anywhere in the United States, he can help you out and buy your dream house or sell your hunting camp. He can help.
No,
do
sell it to me.
Yeah. But yeah, give Ricky a call if you need those kind of services.
Ricky is disconnected as well. He's a rough night for Ricky Wittenberg.
Well,
Same with
looks
Austin Paul.
Austin Paul had a crash. Let's see what happened with the 3 machine. He crashed and had to go down into the pits.
Yeah, I missed that.
Oh, he got loose on the backstretch and slammed the inside wall. Oh, man, that was a hard hit. He had to tow. Yeah, he is done for the night.
Man.
Jess Vaught continuing to lead this thing. Talking about our season, we tried to talk about it a few minutes ago, but it's been an exciting season. We're so grateful for Vigilante Racing League to bring us on for another season. It's been exciting. We've seen some great racing. We've seen some guys improve greatly. It's been a blast for us. We've got one more race on the season. Where's it at, Adam? Is it Talladega next week? Is the final?
Man, I believe so, but I'll have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure you're correct on that, but I'll make sure. I'll do my research and development here.
Got it pulled up. Yep, Talladega. And it's going to be 94 laps.
How are you faster than me?
How's the race for the championship shaping up?
Ooh,
Let me see if I can pull up. I think I can pull up a graphic. Hold on.
Brown's not here, so we don't have all the cool stuff. We just got some guy from Louisiana running the show.
Here's your
But
championship standings, and nothing is
Go
on
ahead.
it.
Okay. There you go.
Let's try this one. And there's nothing on it. Sorry about
Well,
that, folks.
Here's the deal for next week. Kewins, I hope you can take my place next week because I'm going to be in a dove field somewhere near Mexico. So,
Matamoros.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
be
like
here.
fun.
yeah, it's going to be a blast, and hopefully you can have a blast in my place at Dega. It'll be a fun one. Dega is always,
It's a wild card.
yeah, and it's fun to watch all the craziness. Our professional Brown will be back, so it'll be fun.
Well, one thing's
Yeah,
for
my buddy Greg will be back next week too. Then
Awesome.
Well, one thing's for sure. It looks like is it Limitless Motorsports? Looks like they've pretty much got it solidly tied up. Not tied up. What am I trying to say? They've got the
Locked
team.
up.
They've got the team points locked up in the bag.
They're
I don't
done.
think nobody's gonna catch them. Kelly dealing with traffic here.
51 into the wall again.
Mike Adamson, second place machine. Breaking the wall once again. Jess Vaught's got a few seconds on him now.
Yeah, he's really stretched it out to 6.5 seconds.
Oh, these doggone trains.
Ooh, that's a rally train. Who's rallying?
That's the
Anybody?
rally train. Well, our rally train driver of the night so far is Jim Ott in that 205 machine, up 11 spots. That Chevrolet's been hot all night. Started way back towards the back of the field, and it's been pretty much top 5 all night. Jim
Yeah.
Ott, Jackson, Michigan native.
Is that a
auto owner's insurance machine?
Ooh, 72's around. Big time. Big crash. Big crash. Holy smokes. There's a bunch of cars involved.
Oh, the yellow, that changes everything.
Oh man.
Wow, that was aggressive back.
Let's see
back
how that started
Oh,
here.
wow.
Oh my goodness.
Go to chopper view because
72
the
got
chopper.
loose off a 2, and then the 10, nowhere to go.
The 01.
Same
Kelly
way.
Gill.
Oh, the 01, sorry.
Yeah, well, you couldn't tell he was
It was upside down.
It looked like the 10.
Oh,
Goodness
oh my
gracious.
goodness. They had nowhere to go.
No, and then the 76, Jeff Oncher got involved, and it was a wrap.
Let's
That was
look at it
huge.
from Jeff Ottinger's cockpit view. That's got to be something to see that car flipping in the air in front of him.
Ooh, wow.
So you
How
can
did he
s-
snap loose?
You
so
see the
quick?
72 snap loose, and the keel hits him, He just goes flying through the air. Jeff Ottinger doing everything he can just to hit the deck down there. Let's see it from
Wow.
Kelly Kill's gyro cam. That's what I want to see.
Oh,
Kelly had nowhere to go. The 72 just ricocheted off that inside wall.
Kelly
I mean,
never
he
even
did.
hit the brakes.
Well, he thought he could get through, but Paul came up the track so fast on him. He thought he was going to squeeze through there, and then he turned it into like a boat launch. Yeah, we
That
just-
gyro cam just about made me sick.
Ramped it like what? Remember those boat ramps? You know, when they used to jump boats and stuff. Wow. Yeah. Evan says send Kelly to the hospital. Well,
Yeah, he
you
did.
have to. We're
Send
gonna
him
need
to
that.
the morgue. He's dead. Look.
He's gone.
Hey,
He gone.
he gone.
He's-
He propped
was-
up that 01 on the inside wall
Ooh.
there.
Well,
know.
we
My
got
goodness.
we had some takers down pit road, didn't we?
Oh, you got to now, right? Get that
Yep.
last set of tires and just rip through it.
And they give you 4 extra sets. Jim Ott just picked up his 4th set. Let's see. Everybody else still on their 3rd set of tires. So, yeah, I think you're going to see every single car in the field come down because the tires are available. There's only we're going to restart here with maybe 6 to go, 5 to go.
Yeah, it looks that way. Kathy
I
A
think-
says, "Wow, yeah, we thought so too. That was pretty awesome."
Got some good footage of that wreck.
I thought so. I was watching it live. Kind of got me a little crazy. It's exciting.
All right, guys, what's your strategy here if you're these guys up in front? I mean, is it time to start blocking? Is it time to start maybe using the old chrome horn if you're Jason Ayerson in the 244?
Yes.
It's time to start, putting pressure on, like physical pressure on the guys in front of you, is it not?
Yes. It's time to start being aggressive and physical, and this is it. You race for the wind, and you're coming down to, maybe 5 to go when we restart this? It's anybody's game in the top 3
Yeah.
or 4. We're going to have 6 cars on the lead lap, really. Anybody in the first 3 rows got a shot at it.
Yeah, and you got a fresh chance at it, right? You're all bunched back up. This is where you dump people, you turn them, you burn them.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this here. I forgot who did it in the NASCAR circuit, but little bump and run. This is a good place for a bump
It's
and
time
run.
to start chastaining some people. Is that what you're saying?
Let's start hurting people's feelings. How about that? I'd love to. Oh, Chain of Man's out there. He says, carried too much speed. Car went dead right in the wall trying to slow up. Defiantly didn't. Man, that's pretty descriptive. Didn't want that to happen. Had on new shoes with a lot of speed. Well, we got the inside scoop on that crash, but that was amazing.
Well, Chan the man, he'll be back next week. He's one of those guys. He doesn't miss a race. He'll be here next week at Talladega. And what do you say about Talladega? Anybody can win that thing. You can go
Anybody.
from
You
chump to what? How's it go?
Chump to champ, champ to chump in no time. Here they go. About to kick this thing back off.
Here we go into the Geico restart zone. Green flags in the air, and the outside line did not get a good start. That was the 244 of Jason Ayerson. So teammates Timothy Pope and Mike Adamson kind of run away with it here on the restart. Jim Ott had to get out of the gas on the restart.
51, he's there. He's looking.
Yeah, there's a lot of people looking to get around. Look at Jess Vaught really working his way around Ayerson in the 244.
And Jess Vaught's got to deal with Jim Ott up here too, also in the 205 Chevrolet. He is one heck of a competitor as well.
Oh, he's got his work cut out for him right now.
Strange restart to say the least. Look at all the room between these first 5 or 6 cars. It's almost inexplicable how
Well, who's
it
gonna
got
make
spaced out.
who's going to make a mistake? That's the key right here. Is there going to be any mistakes made? I don't know.
Well,
We're almost done with this thing. Don't forget, we're what, 3 laps left, 4 laps left.
now they're about to take 3 to go here when they cross the line. Timothy Pope with a healthy lead, 1 second already over second place of Mike Adamson. Mike Adamson's just gonna. I think Mike Adamson's just gonna ride around out there and make sure his teammate wins this race.
Well, look at Vaught and Pope. Vaught and Pope.
Oh, Vaught just passed Ott right there.
I'm sorry, Ott. I was watching the screen. Well, Ott was getting a little loose and almost looked like he was trying to block, and he went back up. Man, that was
Let's
lucky
see that
for
pass
Vaught
for
that he
third.
got through there.
Let's see
That
that
driver
pass for
that-
third place.
The driver of the 33, he might be a little angry. He pretty much had that race won until that yellow came out.
It looked like Ott bounced off the wall as well. That might have been what happened there with him in the 33.
Yeah, it was odd. I mean, it was all odd. Vaught was just trying to get around him. It was weird what was happening. But it's going to probably secure Jess Vaught a podium position here. Jim Ott's still up 12 spots in the 4th.
So as Pope goes around turns 3 and 4 here, way up next to the wall, he's going to come around and going to take the white flag. This is the final lap. Timothy Pope, one heck of a job out there tonight. Mr. Consistency, as he leads the field around through here. Mike Adamson in second. Jess Vaught still battling back there for that podium position with Jim Ott. Like Jess Vaught might get advantage on there. And here we go. Taking the checkered flag tonight. No stranger to victory lane. The 728 of Timothy Pope. Congratulations, Tim. Another win. It looks like rounding out your podium is going to be Mike Adamson in the 51 and the 33 of Jess Vaught. 4th place, Jim Ott, and rounding out your top 5, Jason Ayerson.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, just kind of what we thought. He laid in wait and made it happen.
Yeah, he really benefited from that caution. Didn't think his strategy was the right one, and he's going to kiss the girl and take the trophy home at the end of the day still.
Ooh, that sounds fun. How many net cars we got left out here? I'm going to do the random draw for you.
Let's see.
17?
How many do we have running? 17. Yep.
All right, I'm going to do the magic button.
All right, go ahead.
You got to do it 3 times. Like, it's like when you're shooting dice in Waco. We're going to
That's right.
roll it 1, roll it 2, and roll it 3. Random draw number is 5. So your random draw driver
Jason Ayerson.
There you go. Jason Ayerson gets a little bit of extra
So if
extra cash.
One
Extra
of y'all will
fun.
get in the Discord and tag
I'll
the
take care of that.
admins. You also got to pick a fan of the race. Who do we have out there tonight that stood above
God.
all the other fans?
Well, there was a lot going on out there.
As Timothy Pope takes the Alan Kowicki made famous the Polish victory lap. He's out there making that backward lap, waving to all the fans here at Darlington. One of the coolest, most challenging tracks in NASCAR. It's the oldest track in NASCAR that's still in operation, opened in 1950. Only 1 year younger than NASCAR itself, which was started in 1949.
You give me a lot of facts.
Well, I'm giving you some time.
Wow.
Do your thing over there.
Well, I'm trying to. Okay. So, well, we can't have. Can Earl Evans be the fan of the race if he's part of the race?
Well, I mean, he's
but
one of
not
the
part race?
drivers. I mean,
Okay. You know what?
we try not to do that, but
Yeah, let's not give it
hey,
to him.
it's
Even
your
though-
thing
no,
today.
No, this isn't my thing. I'm going to give the fan of the race to Albert Anderson.
Oh, Albert Anderson
The
Jr.
third.
The-
Oh, junior, yes.
He's
the
junior.
third is his son. Yeah, well, he's 53rd wedding anniversary, too. So he's the fan of the race. He'll be putting a
Absolutely.
drawing for all that cool stuff. So There you go. Albert Anderson Jr. is the fan of the race.
Well, I guess. Do you guys want to do race interviews first, or do you want to do the race results?
You guys.
Let's do the race results. Get that out of the way, then we'll talk to everybody we need to talk
All
to.
right, sounds good. All right, so winning tonight, Timothy Pope in the 728 Toyota. Very dominant performance. He did have a little bit of a different pit strategy there, and we kind of thought that would come back to bite him, but still overcame that. So the 728 of Tim Pope is your winner tonight. The 51 of Mike Adamson. Heck of a job out there all night. He was definitely the hardest car to pass out there. And if you need to ask anybody, ask Jess Vaught, who finished in third tonight. Adamson was just he had a difficult time getting around him. I mean, they made it interesting up front all night tonight. Jim Ott, your biggest mover of the race, your rally train biggest mover tonight, up 12 spots to finish in fourth place. That Chevrolet was fast all night, and he did a great job. Jason Arison in the 244 machine rounds out your top five. He's up one spot from where he started. Jonathan Osborne dropped a couple spots, but still pretty solid finish right there in sixth position. Jeremiah Burke in the 753 Ford finished right where he started in seventh. So did David Fight in the 221 and the 29 of Dave Mayberry. Down five spot, Jeff Ottinger in the 76 qualified well, in a top five position. Just couldn't maintain, couldn't keep it going. 76 will finish in 10th place.
Number 11th place, 222, Tony Poke Salad Tony. Oh, just outside the top 10. Number 12 position, 210, Andrew Cawthon. Not a bad run. 13, number 2, Albert Anderson, America's driver, ended up 13th there. 14th position, Kelly Keel. 15th position, the number 72 at Chandler Paul, right behind him. In the 16th position is in the number 3 machine is Austin Paul. 17, Russ Endicott. And then in the final position out here, number 18th place, number 55, Ricky Wittenberg.
And third place, guys.
That would
Jess
be
Vaught.
Jess Vaught. You need me to bring him up, sir?
Yeah, if you want to bring him up.
Yeah, I'm not as good as moving people around.
Take your time.
There's a lot of buttons you hit here. I'm not really a fan of this.
It's not the
let's
easiest
see.
thing to do here.
You got to move them here, move them there. All right. Third place position right there. Podium finish, number 33, Jess Vaught, and probably, I say, the coolest paint scheme of the night, my personal opinion.
Yeah, man. How do you like that David Pearson throwback? That looked pretty good, didn't it?
It looked awesome. And I was telling these guys about Braniff Airlines, how that was the same paint scheme back then. I don't know. They didn't understand, but I love those colors. You had a really, really good run. Really thought you were in position to win this thing. We had a couple things happen. What was your thought process there at the end when we had that crash and all that?
Yeah. I thought I had a pretty good play. Pope was catching, but I don't know that he had time to catch me. And I was laying off to save a little bit in case he got to me. But I was just trying to, manage that gap. And then we had that accident. I don't know. I had to go look. Kelly Cool was involved. I think at 3 or 4 cars, some kind of an incident, and that's what brought out the caution. And then I lost out on that. Hey, do I stay out? Do I try to win this with the tires that I have? And I knew that Pope had fresher tires, so that was a no-go. So I tried to gamble a little bit and didn't quite pay off.
Well, talk about the standings and talk about next week, championship weekend, or championship week, I should say, at Talladega Super Speedway. As we've seen, anything can happen there. I mean, to finish off the season there, it's going to be spectacular. How do you feel about your chances? I mean, the standings, it's not quite a runaway yet. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's close. I mean, I can't. I'm only 23 points to the good over Jim. So if he wins the race, I'm going to have to come in about 15th or better. And it's a crapshoot at a place like Talladega, man. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a nail biter right to the end.
Well, that was, I mean, it was awesome. There was a lot of little races throughout. You were involved in a lot of them. We had a lot of fun watching you and your paint. I know you have some people to thank before we get to the next one. So go ahead if you got anybody shout outs and stuff like that.
Yeah, buddy. As always, we'll thank Lori for helping me run all this stuff, and she does actually all the heavy lifting. And then, you guys always coming through for some of these broadcasts and doing such a great job. And thanks out to I don't know if I'm going to butcher his name, but Alan Coons for coming in as a
Nope, you
stand-in
got it right.
broadcaster. All right, good, good. My team, as always, great bunch of guys. Hope you like that David Pearson scheme that Hot Rod was running too, because I
Awesome.
painted that one.
Awesome. I love that. Was my favorite.
Was it? I thought it looked pretty good. So I said, hey, let's go with the theme, but the theme being the same person. And so that's how we came up with those two cars. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Awesome, man. That was, yeah, cool paints. I like the throwback. Great job tonight. We'll see you next week for the championship.
You bet, buddy. Take care.
All right. Well, so we got a little behind the scenes on those paints. They were cool, man. Those were some real cool paints. All right. I'm going to bring up Mike Adamson here.
Second place tonight, the 51
Second
Chevrolet.
place. All right, Mike, it's the guys in the booth. You got a copy?
CM4, I got a copy.
Man, what a race tonight. You were up front the entire race. Really good battle between Pope, yourself, and Vaught throughout the night. Kind of walk us through that. What happened? Why didn't you win this thing?
And I don't know. I guess it just I wore my tires out a little bit too much there, over driving a little bit. It's just one of those things. I mean, just because you lead the most laps, doesn't mean you're going to win it. You got to be there at the end and finish the last one.
Well, we saw in your first stint out there tonight, you were running the dog crud out of that thing, and it seemed like that tire wear did eventually catch back up to you. But talk about the you guys are killing it in the team points. It's pretty much a lock. I think you guys are going to be the championship team this season. Talk about next week in Talladega and how you preserve that.
Well, yeah, I think we do got a lock on the points wise, but Talladega, I'm just going to go in there, checkers or wreckers. It's all in, going for the championship. Kind of hoping, not going to lie, hoping that Jess has a little fault there enough to close the gap, but I think he's probably got a lock on it at this point.
Talk about that race with Jess earlier after that second pit stops. I mean, it looked like it was quite intense, him coming off pit road and you coming up to him, because you knew that was going to be the race for the lead after Timothy pitted.
Oh, it was. It was definitely a tough battle. Always is with Jess. He's definitely a tough competitor. You just got to do what you can do, what your car will give you, and but it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah, we had fun watching you tonight. I think you said it best. Checkers or wreckers next week. Let's see some carnage. You got any shout outs, or you want to thank anybody before we let you go?
Absolutely. Thank my boys at the shop that I work with. They tolerate listening to me talk about this stuff all day. Definitely want to thank my wife. She puts up with it. Once a week I do my racing. Thank all the boys over at Team Limitless. Once again, hard work put in and good outcome, good finish.
Hell yeah! Congrats, second place, and you got another week to talk about it. And we'll see what happens next week. So good job.
Absolutely, fellas. Thank you again. Y'all do a wonderful job up in the booth. Hope to look forward to talking to you next week.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Yep, good run.
Man, he's confident. He's ready to talk to us next week. I like that. Here we go. Race winner Timothy Pope. We're gonna bring him up. Hey Tim, got another win. We saw you kind of laying in wait there. It looked like you were kind of sizing up your tires early in the race, kind of staying. You kind of let Adamson go for a little bit. Was that part of your play? Just kind of seeing what you had out there on the track with those tires.
Yeah, I told Addison we were pulling away there, so I wasn't really going to race him. Just not a teammate. We'll just sit there and cruise and try to stay up here, and so we wouldn't wreck each other. But yeah, I was just kind of cruising along the first half there or whatever.
Well, you did what you normally do, and you get out there. You're consistent. We were kind of worried a little bit about the pit strategy because you came in a little bit later than some of the rest of the field. Some of the guys that were running up towards the front with you there, but uh, in true Timothy Pope fashion, you just stuck with what you were doing, and you made a success out of it, and came back up there to take this win. Next week's going to be crazy. Championship week at Talladega. What are your thoughts going into next week?
I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I'm just gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna race hard or what. I don't know how I'm gonna race that one yet, or lay in the back yet. I don't know.
Tell us what was going through your mind when that yellow came out and on that final restart, because you wasn't looking like you was gonna get the win there, and then the yellow came out and that changed everything.
Yeah, on their second pit stops there in the green. I didn't quite run, or the first pit stop I got kind of behind. Was they pitted earlier than I did, and I got kind of behind there, 4 or 5 seconds behind. I didn't ever run them back down like I wanted to, so I stayed out after they pitted to try to do something crazy and try to run them down the end, and it seemed to be working there. And that yellow come out, so I don't know why Jess didn't pit on the first round going by the pits. I don't know. I forgot to ask him why he didn't pit, and then Mike had damage, so he had to fix his damage, and that kind of cycled me to the lead and kind of fell right in my lap.
Oh yeah, it fell in your lap for sure. I think Jess was going to play the long game. That caution kind of threw him for a loop, but hey, that's part of racing. You got to have good luck, bad luck, all that. Next week's going to be a big gamble. You're going to roll the dice out there. Should be awesome. You did a great job again. Congratulations. Another victory for you. You have anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, Limitless Motorsports, you guys, broadcasting, VRL for putting the races on, and that's it.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a fun race. A lot of cool stuff happened. English didn't even screw up too much. I mean, what?
Not terribly.
How amazing. We have Alan, another Alan. I mean, I don't know. I've met so many Allens
We're
here.
running out of people named
Yeah,
Alan and people that
Alan,
start
Alan,
with A.
and y'all spell your name the same. Hell, I can't.
We spell it
Spell
right.
ours the right. Yep.
Yeah.
The right way? Okay, I
Alan
got you.
Brown's
So,
the wrong one there.
well, I want to give a shout out to Brown and Greg Klein. I hope they're having a fun time out there on that cruise and get back safely and all that stuff. But I had a fun night with y'all, and I thought we saw a pretty good race.
Yeah, it was a blast, and thanks everybody for joining us. All the fans out there in YouTube land for subscribing and giving us those thumbs ups and stuff. That really helps our page grow, and we're gonna get to bring more and more racing action to you guys out there, but also helping us out. D&D Race Graphics. We talk about Ricky's car painting, how he's so talented at it. And, you can get a hold of him over there on Facebook. Just look up D&D Race Graphics, graphics spelled Grafix. And of course, his business there in Johnsoncity, Tennessee, Keller Williams Realty. Give Ricky a call at 423-444-0454. If you're wanting to buy your dream home or you're wanting to sell your house, he can help you out no matter where you live in the country. Give Ricky a call. It's something you don't want to do by yourself for sure. Well, closing thoughts, guys. I mean, this race really didn't disappoint. I thought, a caution-free race at Darlington wouldn't be much fun to watch, especially with a low car count. But these guys kept it interesting, especially with some of the strategy and stuff we saw out there. It's going to be night and day difference between this week and next week.
Yeah, the race for the lead was really tight all night, and we kind of got a little twist there at the end.
Yeah, that's kind of how racing goes, isn't it? You kind of get stuck in a little rut. Good racing. We just didn't have any incidents or something. And that little caution threw us for a loop, and it was a cool caution too, wasn't it? It was about the best kind of wreck. You can see cars flying. Nobody's really dying. It's
Yeah.
virtual.
Right.
was cool.
Didn't cost nobody no money.
It didn't cost anybody a dime, but we had fun watching it. And then I'm gonna miss it next week. Alan Kewins, not English or Brown. You know, I hope you get to join those guys and have fun with it because next week is going to be a blast. I'll try to tune in from the depths of South Texas and see if I can watch some of that stuff.
Well, guys, great race tonight, and thanks once again for everybody watching. And for myself, Alan English, for Alan Kewins and Adam Turner, we're saying good night. We gone.
See ya.
Adios.